How's it going, G-Shock Society? It's your boy G-Dub, G-Shock Warrior 3-1s. I wasn't going to come at y'all until Saturday with the giveaway video, but I'm sorry, this just had to be done. This is one of two videos talking about fake G-Shocks, but I'm not getting at anybody in specific like I did on my last one. I'm going to try to help y'all spot a fake G-Shock, whether it's in person, through YouTube, because it just seems like it's never going to end. I mean, there's going to be those people that wear them because they want to. Leave those alone, just to make sure they know it's fake. But I don't want anybody trying to buy a G-Shock, trying to, grow their collection and all that good stuff, being ripped off because they can't spot one. So this is one of two videos. I'm sorry, they're both pretty long and lengthy. But I'm gonna give you guys as much knowledge as I know on fake G-Shocks. I actually went out of my way and I ordered a fake G-Shock off a website that I know. I'm not gonna put it out there in case people are actually for some reason wanting to get a fake G-Shock. But I went out of my way, and when that one comes out, I'll make a comparison with a fake one and a real one. I did this all just for you guys. So I'm waiting on a fake G-Shock to get to my house. It's insane. But again, this is for my subscribers and for anybody who needs help trying to figure out what a real G-Shock, what the difference is. I got you. If I miss anything, I'll try to cover it in the second video. But for starters, this is my lovely model for the day. It's a 2006 FIFA World Cup Brazil piece. Beautiful watch. I needed a watch that was clear to see all the details I'm going to give you guys. So this would be it. First things first, we're going to start with the 3 dials on top. See those 3 dials? You see how they go in order? The big one on the right displays the seconds in tenths. See how they're labeled? Watch. I think it's too close for the camera to focus. You had it. Come on. Come on, camera. Focus. Oh, why'd you lose it? Hold on. I guess this is the closest I can have it. But you see how it's labeled 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50? That's because they light up in tenths. The one on the right. You see the one all the way on the left? It starts counting your ones. 2, 3, 4, 5. You see how it goes in sync with the seconds on the display? That's what all dials on 6900 should do. Go in that order. 4, 5, and then the next one. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the 10 will light up. And it does it over and over and over and over. It fills up, then it empties out. Time after time. Fake G-Shocks don't do that. I actually drew a little diagram for you guys to make it easy for you guys. Check this out. Look, these are your 3 dials. This is the big one on the right. This is the 2 on the left that are usually connected to let you know that these are together and this is separate. Alright. This one, they all fill up. They start in the upper right hand corner and they go 1 through to 5. 1 through to 5. 1 through to 5. So if a G-Shock has these 2 lit up and this one over here, it's starting to count at a 1. This would be 21 seconds. 20. Don't fall, notebook. 20. And then 1. And then from here it would go 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. When this hits, that means it's 30. This will fill, and this will fill at the same time, letting you know that there's another 10, and then this will start over. 1, 2, so on and so forth. Fake G-Shocks. This, on a real G-Shock, would never happen. If these fill in order, there's no reason there should be any empty between filled ones. I'm trying to say, alright, let's assume this is 30. Why light up these 3 and not light up these 3? Don't think that the dials are just for decoration. They're not. They tell you the seconds. This only happens in fake G-Shocks. They'll come up with ridiculous patterns, and that's right off the bat the first sign. Because it'll go from like this, 1 second passes, it'll go to this. For no reason. If this is not fully lit up, this one won't start. And if this isn't fully lit up, if this one just clicked over, it shouldn't change for another 10 seconds. So this would only happen in a fake G-Shock. If there's filled ones with more than one in between, for example, like if these 3 are filled, obviously these 2 are going to be empty. That's fine, because these 3 are connected. But if you have on both sides separating filled, sorry, G-Shock's fake, these 2 diagrams, you're going to see on a real G-Shock. This is completely filled in, completely filled in, completely filled in. This only happens at 50 seconds. At 50 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you see all 5 are filled. And because these were just counting the 40s, when it got to 49 here, 50 hit here, this one had to light up. So you're going to see all 3 lit up. This down here, all completely empty, only happens at 1 minute. For example, 3:31, 58 seconds. Okay, then you're going to get 59. And when this hits, instead of filling them all up, because then that would just be the same thing as 50, what the watch does is it empties them all out. So from 50, you're going to get 59 here. You're going to get 59 here, because it's 6, 7, 8, 9. And then for 60, which is a new minute, you get them all filled out. Alright? Flip the page for you guys. See what else I have here for you guys. Alright. This right here. Trying to show you guys in a fake G-Shock. Let me bring my lovely model back out. Alright. Get it to focus. Why won't it focus? Alright, there you go. On a real 6900, the date, well, first of all, if it's a battery 6900, a DW 6900, the date only has 2 letters. On a solar powered, the date has 3 letters. So there's a difference. Regular, you see two letters for the date, and they're positioned right here, under the first 2 eyes, right here. The split in the middle should catch the day of the week perfectly. See that? See that? How the H is barely starting on the second day? On the second dial? That's how it should be. Fake G-Shocks would have this. Fake G-Shocks would have the date right under the second. We don't want that. This is fake. This is real. This is fake. Get a ruler or something and put it right in front of the face and see that it splits it. It might be a little over more, but it won't be directly under. See, here a ruler doesn't even catch the day of the week. Alright? And this is another thing. When it goes back to the dials. This might look normal, but it can't happen. This dial should not, this dial should not start to fill up or empty out if this one is not done. When you read, you go from left to right, correct? Well, same thing with the G-Shocks. You start this way. If this hasn't filled yet, there's no reason this one should be empty. If this is emptying out, then this is nowhere near done. First of all, it doesn't even empty out this way because it starts at the right-hand corner, like I told you guys. So this and this can't happen. This might look normal, but it's not. Alright? Showed y'all the day of the week. Told y'all these 2 little markings on the side of the face. Showed you guys right now, right there. You see how it says 24 and a bell? The bell is the hourly time signal. Every hour on the hour, it'll flash and beep because that belt is on. The 24 lets you know it's in military time, which is why it's 15:17, not 3:17. Right? Okay. This over here, that little marking on top of the seconds counting, it means my flash is on. So, when it flashes for alarm or because, the hourly time signal happening, the light will flash. If that's off, then it won't flash. It'll just beep. Alright? Another thing people don't seem to understand about G-Shocks, now that we're done with the dials and the shape of the band. G-Shocks are shock resistant. They absorb shock. They drop. They get ran over by something. The band is 60% of the reason G-Shocks are shock resistant. The shape they have isn't so it forms to your wrist. Yeah, it makes it easy as hell to put the watch on, but this is what you have to understand. Once a G-Shock's band starts going, best thing you can do is replace it, because it won't shock absorbing skill might decrease. And I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. And this is how you can spot a fake, because in fakes, they really don't do this. Alright, if I were to put my G-Shock like this. Oh, let me turn this. I'll put my G-Shock like this. Alright. Band there, and band here. Right? Extended, right? And I push down on the face. Let's say a car is running over this G-Shock. Push down on the face. Flatten it. A real G-Shock does this. Pops right back up. Why? Because G-Shocks are shock resistant. It's like a spring on a pogo stick. Put pressure on it, it'll take the pressure because the pressure you're putting on the watch is being distributed tip to tip on the band. The minute the pressure comes off, it releases the pressure. You see that? How it springs back up? That's what makes the G-Shock shock resistant. If a G-Shock's bands were like normal leather watches that extended fully out, then they would sit like this, and the minute something ran over it, it could crush the face. The reason the face doesn't get crushed is because it stays like this for as most time as possible. If something's running over it this way, it'll slowly start to go down, absorbing the pressure, the watch completely. All the pressure is never on one place on a G-Shock because the band is shaped like this. See how it keeps its shape? That's why it does that. I see in fakes where the band either A, doesn't arc, or B, it'll fully extend up on its own, or it'll lay back on a 90-degree angle, not an arc. And I'm like, how do you not tell that's fake? How's that shock resistant? Run it over so you can see. There's a video on YouTube where a girl's driving a Hummer limo, and a guy has a G-Shock on. It's in another language, but I understand the video. And if the guy lets the girl run over his G-Shock with the Hummer limo, a stretch Hummer, and it still works, he gets to keep the car. And he says, all right, and lets them do it. And they show it zoomed in, tire going over the watch. And the first thing the watch does when the tire gets off is go boink and spring back up. That's the trick to a G-Shock. So if you don't see this semicircle looking band, you might be dealing with a fake G-Shock. Another thing, the buckle. The buckle on a real G-Shock is pretty heavy. I'll show you why right now. If it's not sitting like this up, you can turn it till it gets to a certain point, and then it'll drop. See that? You get it to like here, and it drops on its own. I see fake G-Shocks with buckles that are sitting straight out. It's like, where's the weight to the buckle? This is stainless steel. Steel has weight to the buckle. So come on, guys. Just regular hints to let you know. Other stuff, common things too, like I saw a video of a guy trying to give away a G-Shock that wasn't real. Why? The display and the dials weren't centered. There was more room from the display to the bezel on this side than there was on this side, and the dials were like down, and it was definitely not centered. Stuff like that. It's like, let's be honest. Also, when it comes to where they're made, G-Shocks can be made in Thailand, Japan, or China. So you might see any one of 3 countries on the back of your buckle. That's perfectly fine. They have factories everywhere. The back of the G-Shock, that's another thing. Alright. Most of the G-Shocks I've seen are Bape replicas. Alright. Bape G-Shocks, real ones, are numbered from a number to 2,000. Because that's usually how many are made. Sometimes 1,000. Depends the watch and how they want to do it. Fine. But let's think about it. If every replica of a Bape G-Shock was real, how many more than 2,000 watches would there be in the country? Would there be in the world because of all the replica watches? Come on, let's be honest, guys. Really? Like, is it really that hard? No, it's not. If my watch says 1,113 of 2,000, but I go online and there's 100 other videos of the same watch I'm holding, that's already 100 people out of the 2,000 that have the watch. How many others aren't in collectors' hands, in manufacturers still being sold? Like, let's be honest. Bape G-Shocks, real ones, are hard to find. No member of the TCF has one yet. And they're expensive as hell. So you're going to get one for like $8? Come on. And then that's whatever you see in the back of the display is supposed to be the face of an ape. That's the Bape logo. It's not just a fake, I don't know, blob, like some people call it. A real Bape has that, but it's a real watch. And another thing, the modes: timekeeping, alarm, timer, stopwatch. They go in that order. Alarm, timer, stopwatch, timekeeping. That order should not change. If you hit this, and it says it too, it tells you AL, alarm. See that? Right up where the date of the week would be? Alarm. Timer, TR. And it tells you the time, so it knows if you want to stop at a certain point, there it is. And then you got stopwatch, ST, 2 zeros, because you're timing in seconds. It's not hard, guys. Come on, let's be honest here. And the timer only has 1 0, so you know the difference between the timer and the stopwatch. Just real G-Shock tips. Like I said, I guess I can end the video there. I don't want to make it too long because there's going to be a part 2, but it might be like next week whenever that fake G-Shock comes in. It's going to be fun. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I just didn't know where to get a fake one. I looked, but I was like, just get it online, and I did. Please follow these hints and tips if you're not sure. And if you do have a fake G-Shock and you make a video on it. Oh, that's another thing, the tints. That's why they were out there. This G-Shocks come in either this old bronze tin, this new tin that they started making in 2011. If it's limited edition, a limited edition case that it's special to that specific watch. Or some do come in a small black box that say Casio G-Shock on it, which is fine. But I've seen videos where it's a bronze tin like this, but the lid is just a bronze edging and then a piece of plexiglass, like fake, like see-through plastic paper. And it's like, you're gonna where in the tin does it say G-Shock? This must say G-Shock like 3 times. One there, one on the other side, and then the big G in the top. And when you open it, if I can get it open, put it through my legs. When you open it, it's not a little piece of foam and paper. It's a protector so the watch doesn't move around, and then the manual and tag should be at the bottom and all that good stuff. Manual's still in there, down there. But yeah. So come on, guys. Like now you have some hints. When I get the fake one, like I said, I'll do the comparison so you can see what I'm talking about. I'll take all these details and show this is what a real one does, this is what a fake one does. Follow these hints. If you're not sure for buying a G-Shock, follow the ones I gave you. There's other couple little things like the bands have marking to let you know what kind of band it is. If it's not here on the inside of the band, it's down there. Yeah, so it's either in 1 or 2 places. It's right there. Yeah. The back should be clean. It should say Casio, then the module, and then it should say I don't know by memory. Sorry, guys. Hold on. See? Casio. And then you have the module. And then you have DW 6900, whatever the collection is. And then it says stainless steel back. Casio again at the bottom. And then it says, what does that say? It something in there. But usually it says made in whatever, or it'll tell you stainless steel back Japan, where the back was made. You'll see the G-Shock shock resistant. Some just do say shock resistant. That's fine. Those are real too. Depends where the back was made. But yeah, I'll give you again a close-up of the dial so you can see how they work. There you go. Right there. See? In order. You saw it empty out. You saw where they started. And then the next one starts in the same place. And then you'll see that the 10 and the 1 and the first one up here go simultaneously. They go together. It's not one after the other. So yeah, guys. It's G-Dub checking out. I'm sorry this video was so long, but I hope it helps. I want all you guys to please get rid of any fakes you know, or if you see a video of somebody showing a collection and one of them happens to be fake, don't be afraid to put them in their place. We try to do it as a TTF as one, but there's too many videos out there. So if you guys can help us out, appreciate it. If I see your support, then I will give you a shout out on the video. Shout out to the usual, all of TCF, Adrian, Monty, That Dude, Prince, 3000, S. Dot, AAA Music, shout outs to them. My girl, obviously I love her, I miss her. And yeah, G-Dub checking out. Giveaway this Saturday, June 16th. Look out for that. Look out for part 2 of this video. I love y'all. Much love. Peace.